In the ever-changing growing marketplace of today's society, it is essential companies make effective and efficient process decisions. A key decision which needs to be made is whether a company takes a centralized or decentralized logistics approach. This video will discuss the differences between centralized and decentralized approaches in relation to the individual benefits and challenges of each, along with real industry examples to further understand each concept. A centralized logistics department is an individual department commonly referred to as a home department, where all activities are conducted and all inventory is made to stock and stored. All decisions are made coherently, and management is not separated into separate departments as seen in decentralized logistics. The diagram presented shows the centralized logistics channel of majority of centralized companies. The process begins by inventory being produced in the warehouse, delivered directly to the single logistics department or store, where the product is then sold directly to the customers. Many benefits can be linked to centralized logistics departments, influencing many industry supply chain decisions. One key defining benefit is its cost efficiency. With having less transportation, less duplication of roles, and only one department facility, companies are able to save more money. Another key benefit is the knowledge employees gain from the centralized process, allowing for employees to understand the supply chain and technology. These advantages to the centralized approach ensure companies are efficient in cost, coordination, and knowledge. However, a range of challenges do exist in implementing centralized logistics departments. Firstly, the lack of top management and difficulty for all members to agree upon an idea acts as an obstacle. Another being the failure to respond quickly to consumers and local conditions. For example, a product recall would make it difficult for a centralized logistics department to quickly respond to consumers worldwide. Although technical programs have been implemented to eliminate the negative effect of human error, technical issues are still an obstacle for centralized logistics. These challenges act as obstacles within the company and are things to be aware of when having a centralized logistics department. A prime industry example of centralized logistics departments is IKEA, of which is located worldwide. IKEA stores all inventory at each individual store in order to keep up with consumer demand and local change. The diagram below shows their supply chain. They go straight from the warehouse to the store to the consumers in a centralized approach. IKEA is vertically integrated with majority of inventory made to stock. They are heavily dependent on forecasts and thus classify themselves as functional. Overall, IKEA is an ideal example of a real industry company successfully implementing centralized logistics supply chains and departments. In contrast, decentralized logistics involves the use of individual logistics divisions, of which make their own separate decisions on logistical measures. This diagram is a prime example of a decentralized logistics supply chain. Usually, decentralized logistics departments are located worldwide, utilizing a range of transportation in order to distribute their product. A key advantage of decentralized logistics approaches is the faster order execution. With continuous consumer demand for quick response delivery, decentralized logistics departments are able to provide enough global facilities to deliver this to their customers. Decentralized logistics departments can provide flexibility and quick response to get inventory into the market quickly for companies in uncertain environments such as military operations. These aspects give decentralized logistics departments in companies the competitive edge compared to those companies of centralized approach. A range of obstacles exist for decentralized companies. Firstly, a majority of the time they are incapable of achieving economies of scale. Another challenge faced by companies is excess inventory, in which term adds to surplus costs for the company. Lastly, the cost and time to install tracking and up-to-date technology to allow for smooth transitions and safety acts as a barrier to implementing decentralized logistics departments. The rapid development in these systems also continuously costs money and resources. These are obstacles companies need to take into consideration when having decentralized logistics departments. Johnson & Johnson are a common example of a company with a decentralized logistics approach. They have had more than 100 years' experience in operating with a decentralized method and are separated into pharmaceuticals, consumer healthcare, and medical devices. These separate divisions are distributed worldwide through the decentralized supply chain. Through the decentralized approach, Johnson & Johnson have faced many challenges. However, in the end, this approach has helped them become the successful company they are today. After assessment of both the positive and negative aspects in relation to centralized and decentralized logistics departments, it can be seen that they both have their own reasonings behind being utilised in modern workplaces. Key variances are that centralized is more cost effective for the company, with better communication and control over situations, while decentralized does cost more. In the end, it provides quicker response and efficiency to customers, which is what the customer desires in the modern world. Overall, it was found that one approach does not outweigh the other, and it is dependent on the type of company and companies' processes and approaches as to which logistical measure best suits them.